I am the former chairman of the largest Republican Party unit in Virginia, Fort City. I've done some things. In fact, one of the things I said when I was running for Attorney General, I've done some pretty amazing things in my life that people could only dream of. And I've done them at times in places where some of my opponents weren't even born. There's nothing wrong with this country. In fact, if there was something wrong, the only thing that would be wrong is that there are people, and the people whose values don't equal ours. I think we've got to get RPV on a better footing. I think we need a new chairman. I think we need new leadership. We need to replace the good old boy system.
Yep.
With a system that is a merit-based system. We need to start winning again. We need to take to the voters something that's different every year. Every year, when we have an election, what's the one thing that we load up our candidates with? Money. Money. We take money and we pour it on the voters as if you should vote for this guy because he has the most money. And every single statewide election, with all of that money, what do you think our candidates do? They lose. Every year we load up our candidates with what? Good old boy. This is the favorite person. This is the chosen one. We're going to go with this guy. We're going to go with this gal. This is the person that the party wants, and we're going to block out everybody else. Because this is the one. And what does that candidate do? Every statewide election since 2009, lose. When we're talking to the voters, our voters are not stupid. Our voters see this. Our voters know this. We go to our voters when? At election time. And we give them this message of money, this message of this is the favorite one, and that person, whomever they are, they lose. Maybe we need to change up a little bit. Maybe we need a new Republican idea, a new Republican Party, or a party that's based on values, a party that's based on merit, a party that's based on people from the grassroots. My first job in the Republican Party, I've been a Republican all of my life, my very first job in the Republican Party was a precinct captain. How many of the people in place today were precinct captains? Ed was talking about the socialism in the Democratic Party. What about the socialism in the Republican Party?
Right.
What about our guys not acting like Republicans? How do you give Virginia the largest tax increase in the history of Virginia, and you're a Republican?
Say his name. McDonald. He was promoted
How
by
do
the
you do
damn
that?
establishment.
And so the Democrats, they call us what? Hypocrites and bigots. As if the shoe would fit. But it doesn't. We're not the ones doing that. We need change in the Republican Party, and we need it now. Now, I know and you know that the people who vote for the state chair are 85, we'll say wonderful people. But these 85 wonderful people have voted in the last 10 years, since 2009, to keep a chairman and to keep a vice chairman and to keep people in that staff that have cost us every single statewide election. It's like an injection of new blood. We need it desperately. It's like an injection of new energy, a new atmosphere that we need to spread. We need change in our Republican Party. And how many of you know how difficult it is to convince 85 people who've been following the same system for years that it's time for change? Who've been giving us a system of their way or the highway for years, that it's time for change. What you all can do for us, what you can do for yourselves, what you can do for me. Talk to the state central people. Tell them that we have run this road for 10 years. Remember, for 10 years, nearly 10 years, since 2009. And each year, imagine, each year, they said, we're going with this guy. We're not going with that person. Next year, they lost. We're going with this guy. We're not going with that person. Next year, they give more money. We're going with this person. And they've done that since 2009. Every single election, they have lost. We were all Republicans. We're better than that. Certainly, there is one candidate certainly there's one person that we can pick who is a winner. Certainly, there's one chairman that we can have who can bring us back
Right.
to where we should be, a position of honor. Not just in this state, but in this country, looking out that we can all call ourselves a family of Republicans. Now, I've got an idea. My idea is almost the same idea that we ran with in Virginia Beach, and it worked because when I was chairman, you know, each city is allocated so many seats, so many General Assembly seats. And sometimes Democrats win in a city, sometimes Republicans win, right? When I was chairman in 2006, we held each of the 6 allocated House of Delegate seats. We held each of the 2 allocated senatorial seats. Our people worked hard. But you know what we did? We went into the communities and we had people speak in those communities. We brought conservative speakers. We brought professional fundraisers in. And those are the types of things I think that we need to do with the state party. Let's not talk to people. Let's not talk to the voters. Let's find out what they're concerned about and let's talk with them. Let's have a conversation with our voters where they agree with us on issues that are important to them. If we're going to grow our party, I have a short-term plan and a long-term plan. Part of the short-term plan is to direct our assets and our resources in tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 levels. But part of the long-term plan is to continue the messaging where we have what I call Republican energy. It's good to be a Republican. It's not bad to be, it's a good thing. And so we promote that and we run ads with that and we talk about that. These are the types of things I think we're going to need to grow. And you know something, so I don't miss any, I gave you all a list of things, but I just want to hit on 2 additional ones. We need to reach out to our units and have our units better involved with State Central, have our units better involved with RPV, so that RPV is just not sitting on some mountaintop dictating down. That never works well. Because when people feel that they're involved, they participate more, they have more ideas. We also need to build our base year-round. We need to get out into our African-American communities. I say African-American even though I've never been to Africa. I'm not going to Africa and lost thing in Africa. We need to get out into our ethnic communities. We need to get out into our Hispanic communities. We need to get out into our Asian communities. We need to get out into our white communities. What do we need to do? We need to get out into our communities. Get off the mountain, let's get out into our communities, and let's preach the gospel of the Republican Party. All right. Thank you so much. I'll take any questions that you all may have.